Hello and welcome to another edition of WTF Just Happened Today, your essential guide to making the news make sense. It's Wednesday, January 28th, 2026, and I'm Matt Kieser. Today's edition was written and edited by me, and this audio article was narrated using text-to-speech and a clone of my voice. Same stories, just rewritten for audio. And as a reminder, this is a working prototype. So if something sounds off, please let me know at wtfjht.com/feedback. Now, here's what just happened today. First up, FBI agents executed a search warrant at Fulton County's election facility near Atlanta, seeking records related to the 2020 election. The FBI called it a court-authorized law enforcement action, and Fulton County said the warrant sought a number of records related to 2020 elections. Next, Senate Democrats demanded new restrictions on ICE in any deal to avert a partial U.S. government shutdown. Their list included warrants before agents enter homes, limits on roving patrols, body cameras and visible identification, a ban on masks, and independent investigations after use of force incidents. Also, Trump's domestic National Guard deployments cost taxpayers about $93 million a month. The Congressional Budget Office said that if the deployments continue, total costs could reach about $1.1 billion this year. Meanwhile, in Minneapolis, the two federal officers who fired guns during the fatal shooting of Alex Pretti were placed on administrative leave. A preliminary internal review sent to Congress did not describe Pretti as brandishing a gun or trying to attack officers, undercutting Kristi Noem's initial claim. After that, Stephen Miller said the initial public narrative came from Customs and Border Protection reports from a very chaotic scene, and he shifted blame onto CBP, saying the White House was evaluating why CBP personnel may not have been following guidance to use extra forces for force protection and to create a physical barrier between arrest teams and disruptors. Miller also pointed to the operation's leadership, placing blame on then Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino. In other news, Rep. Ilhan Omar was attacked at a Minneapolis town hall when a man approached the lectern and used a syringe to spray her with an unknown liquid. Minneapolis police said 55-year-old Anthony Kazmarchuk was arrested on suspicion of third-degree assault, and the FBI later took over the investigation. Trump, meanwhile, attacked Omar, a sitting member of Congress, suggesting without evidence that she probably had herself sprayed. Next, the Federal Reserve kept interest rates steady at 3.5% to 3.75%, pausing after three consecutive quarter-point cuts. Jerome Powell said the economy was expanding at a solid pace. Job gains remained low. The unemployment rate showed some signs of stabilization, and inflation remained somewhat elevated. The decision came as the Justice Department conducted a criminal investigation into Powell over his testimony to Congress about cost overruns in a multi-billion-dollar headquarters renovation, and Powell called the investigation politically motivated. Finally, Trump warned that a massive armada was heading toward Iran and threatened another U.S. attack if Tehran did not make a deal on its nuclear program. He demanded no nuclear weapons and warned the next attack would be far worse, while Iran's permanent mission to the United Nations said Iran was ready for dialogue but would defend itself if pushed. That's all for now. You can find the full edition and all the cited sources at wtfjht.com. And if you have a minute, help me improve this audio edition. wtfjht.com/feedback. Thanks for listening. I'm Matt Kieser, and I'm glad you're here.